So this is the story of the time I basically assaulted another kid and I didn't even get in trouble. I think I was in 8th grade, so that would make me about 13 years old, and I was in a class called Computer Tech. And in that class, I sat near the back of the room, close to the teacher, and on the desk behind me there were 2 kids. I don't really remember why, but the teacher left the room to do something, and because of that we basically had free time. I was just playing games on the school computer, or at least the games that they didn't block, when the 2 kids behind me started making fun of me. I guess they were bored or something, but I remember just getting kind of annoyed with it. And I don't really remember what they were saying, but I do remember turning around and telling them to shut up, and I just went back to playing my games. After maybe like 3 minutes, they started calling me out again, so I again told them to stop, and I turned back to keep playing my game. After that, they were quiet for a bit, but then maybe they were bored again for some reason. They started blasting me, so this time I got out of my chair, walked up to the desk, and for the 3rd time told them to stop. At this point I really wanted to hit them, but because I was scared of getting in trouble, I didn't. And when I sat back down, I kind of expected them to stop because, I did confront them about it. But the second I sat back down, they just started laughing and kept going, and I snapped. So instead of saying anything, I just walked up to the desk and to the guy who was closest to me. I grabbed his face and I slammed his head into the backrest of the chair, and I quickly went back to my own seat. After the rush wore off a bit, I remember being terrified of getting expelled from school and how I would explain to the teacher and to my parents how I attacked another student. During this time, I noticed that the 2 kids went really quiet and I didn't hear a single sound from them the whole time. I kept thinking that they were just waiting for the teacher to come back so that they could rat me out. But to my surprise, when the teacher did come back, neither of them said a single word to him, and I remember just feeling more and more relief as time passed, and then I realized that I wasn't going to get in trouble. The best part of what happened afterwards was that the 2 annoying kids never interacted with me after that, and even into the rest of high school. So the moral of the story is, if people say things that make you upset, attack them. Just kidding, don't do any of that. I don't want to get in trouble.